Kelly. Ripa says daughter Lola would make Mark Consuelos' life a living hell if he remarried. The idea of him picking up a life and carrying on would be very out of the question, Ripa told her live audience, also noting, if something happened to Mark, they would expect me to also die. Kelly Ripa isn't worried about Mark Consuelos moving on. When Consuelos, 51, stepped in for Ryan Seacrest on Monday's episode of Live with Kelly and Ryan, a discussion about the TLC show MILF Manor prompted Ripa, 52, to ponder what might happen if she wasn't in the picture anymore. If something happened to Mark, our kids would expect me to also die. You know what I mean? She quipped to the audience. The idea of him picking up a life and carrying on would be very out of the question. Ripa specifically shared a conversation she once had in which their daughter Lola Consuelos, 21, made her feelings on a potential stepmom crystal clear. Ripa recalled, Lola, I remember one day, one of her friend's parents got divorced and the father had gotten remarried. And Lola was like, oh my gosh, can you imagine? And I was like, well, that happens. Sometimes that happens. People move on. Ripa continued, and she was like, if you and Dad ever got divorced and he tried to get remarried, I would make his life a living hell. Consuelos chimed in, and you know what? I believed her. Circling back to MILF Manor, which premiered on TLC in January and sees mothers and their grown sons trying to find love in the same dating pool, Ripa said she doesn't foresee Consuelos would ever enter an age gap relationship. I will say this, I've said this a million times. Let's say something happens to one of us, me, I'm gone. I'm not in the picture anymore, Ripa said. I can't imagine you dating a younger person. Obviously, younger, but not our daughter's age. I just can't picture it. Consuelos shut down the prospect entirely. I would never date again, if something happened to you. I would be like one of those ladies in southern Italy who wore black and a veil for the rest of my life, he said. The former All My Children co-stars, who were married in 1996, share 3 children, Michael, 25, Joaquin, 19, and Lola. Live with Kelly and Ryan airs weekdays on ABC, check local listings, and MILF Manor airs Sundays at 10 p.m. ET on TLC.